Hello and a very warm welcome to all. You're watching Hindustan Times and my name is Aisha Varma. Germany's domestic intelligence agency has warned in a report that there's a growing threat from right-wing and left-wing extremism amid rising foreign interference. Joining us with more on that report is DW correspondent Chiponda Chimbelu in Berlin. Chiponda, what are the main takeaways?
Well, the number of politically motivated crimes in Germany continued to rise last year, and that's according to the 2025 report from the German Federal Domestic Intelligence Agency. And one figure that stood out from the report, which was released on Tuesday, is the one on violent crimes. Last year, they increased by about 10% to just under 3,300. Now, Germany's Interior Minister Alexander Dobrindt and the head of the Federal Domestic Intelligence Agency say that right-wing extremism is the biggest threat to democracy and social cohesion. The extremist scene is becoming more interconnected and has a bigger readiness to act. And that's also a trend with left-wing extremism. And anti-Semitism continues to be a growing problem and cuts across different types of extremism, including, of course, Islamism, which remains a threat in Germany. Now, the report also showed that there was a rise in foreign activities in the country last year.
Which countries are targeting Germany and how?
It's Russia, China, and Iran, and their activities are focused on industrial espionage and intimidating nationals from their countries who now live here in Germany. Now, Russia presents the biggest foreign threat when it comes to some of these activities. During the press conference, the Interior Minister cited a case involving 3 men who have been convicted of espionage. Allegedly, Russia's intelligence services asked them to spy on the German rail system and also Germany's infrastructure and plan potential attacks. Now, according to the German intelligence report, Russia has been recruiting more so-called disposable agents. Now, these are individuals who are recruited and directed to carry out short-term missions via social media and messaging apps, for instance.
So what can we expect? How will Germany counter these threats?
The Interior Minister is planning to propose new legislation to counter security threats on multiple fronts. Now, the new laws would allow authorities more surveillance of digital communications, and they would also get to store that information for a longer time. Now, this legislation would also lead to more collaboration and data sharing between the Federal Intelligence Agency and security authorities in Germany's 16 federal states. Now, all of this, of course, comes at a time when the German government is trying to reduce spending. So the hope is that there won't be any spending cuts when it comes to intelligence and security. And that is because more resources could be needed to counter the increasingly complex security threats, both here in Germany and also from abroad.
All right, Chiponda, thank you so much for joining us and bringing us those details. With that, it's a wrap, but do stay tuned for more.